WhiteMonster 0 versus Doodle 89. And 3, 2, 1. Monster, you are not? Hello? Ah, yes, great. I love when when Tetris starts it out with a buffer. Ah, okay. That's not even a me thing. Oh, there it goes. It's back, it's back. We're good. We're good. Everything's fine. A monster slushie. That sounds delicious. As a big caffeine drinker, that sounds delightful. I'd drink it on a hot summer day. Doodle just had been aggressively not burning for a period of time. Was forced to take a couple. Is Tetris ready? There's the long bar, there's the Tetris, going up to 120,000 points, and another Tetris there, 140. On the other side, 96,000. Though 10 lines behind. 10 lines. Big line disparity here. And it keeps growing, as a matter of fact, so it does look like we're going to have to do some efficiency maths. So with a little bit of burning here for Monster, Doodle gonna be able to capitalize on that, though. Ooh, stack? That got funky, but it's fine now, I guess. And there's the Tetris for Doodle, despite the jazzy Tetris they had going on. Not really sure how else to describe it. It just looked like what jazz sounds like. On the other side, just trying to keep this stack clean, tossing down the Tetris. 155 for Monster, 260 for Doodle. That's... ooh. That's spicy. Why is it spicy? And there, another Tetris for Doodle at 311,000 points at 70 lines. That's horrifying. On the other side, Doodle, I lied, 219,000 points. And with that, Jay is Tetris ready, slamming it down to 42. WhiteMonster is tapping, I believe, or at least that's what it appears. How it appears, based off of his playstyle, or rather his placements up until now. Tap, I believe. Yes. Yes. Ooh. A bit of a misdrop there is going to mean 2 long bar dependencies. Does just go ahead and fill one. Wants to start this burning process as soon as possible. Opening up those holes, bringing it down, perfectly timed long bar, little head nod to accentuate just how grateful he is for that, and is able to slam down that Tetris and is just restacking here for another. Is Tetris ready once again, sitting at 319,000 points. Still a significant line disparity. It was about 10. I don't feel like doing math now, though, with that Tetris. Is going to close significantly, and is setting up once again at 101. Oh, and Doodle at 102 with stuff on the board. there's a chasm below this that will need to be filled. Sadly plugs it right before the long bar comes. Wasn't able to take advantage of that, but now has the pit open to toss some pieces down into it to cause it to burn. And just finally bringing this down, cleaning it up. Setting up for a center well, column 4, slams down that Tetris. Ooh, looked away and misdropped. Not really sure why they looked away, though is at 499,000 points, and on the other side, WhiteMonster at 410. So what was once a 200,000 point lead has shrunk to 100,000, which is already an impressive feat. And they're both players going to transition. Doodle at 526,000 points, 438 for Monster. Hole in the board there for Doodle. Gonna have to take a couple of burns. Looking for a J. Doesn't get it, having to plug these holes. The board only getting higher up though. Looking for a long bar. Does just take advantage of the J. Bringing it down. Could have possibly plugged the hole, but didn't. Though takes some clever burns here. 562 does open that well back up, and is now looking for a long bar to score a Tetris. WhiteMonster looking rather upset about an untimely misdrop, and I don't believe anything is going to be getting over to that left, and that is going to be it at 494,000 points. Really great effort. Such a suffer game there at the start. Kept falling into digs with bad RNG accompanying. Shake it off. Take a deep breath. And congrats to Doodle for taking the first game. That being said, we can go ahead and count game number 2 down in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Choo-choo. I'm not even sure if the train picks up on my mic, but there's a train passing by. Monster choosing to take the Tetris instead of filling the long bar dependency, and does get rewarded for it. Smug little smirk there to just really send it home. I don't know, a joke about stuff or something? I don't know. I'm good at commentary. A nice adjustment there, actually. Made way for the J incoming and even utilized it. And is Tetris ready, slamming it down. Doodle having a little bit of trouble on their side, but is able to peel that well back open, and is Tetris ready, has been. And just waiting on a long bar. Where's it at? Oh dear, where's it at? These... Oh... Don't you just hate to see it? Did finally get the long bar, but untimely wasn't able to score the Tetris, and now has a bit of cleanup to manage at 110,000 points. On the other side, cleaning up a bit himself, opening up the hole that was in the stack, and oh dear, is that a dirty Tetris? Absolutely filthy there. 4 off the bottom, was it? Slamming down another Tetris at 174,000 points. You're the best, I'm not biased. Both players looking good. Tetris ready here. bit of burning needed, peels that well back open, and slams down a Tetris WhiteMonster at 226,000 points. And filling in that deep little hit on the board, and slams down another Tetris. Following suit is Doodle at 250. So both players neck and neck, truly. Ooh, not great pieces here for Doodle. Trying to avoid making their board too terribly dependent, but... oh, barely getting that into place. You could see it slide ever so slightly at the last second. I saw WhiteMonster pog. I have no idea why he pogged. I wish I was paying attention, but I was watching the dig that has just been escaped for Doodle, who is at 293,000 points and is very Tetris ready, waiting on the long bar. Though on the other side, slamming down another 366,000 points. That is... make it 390. Doodle currently at 323 with this Tetris, make it 346. A decent lead here for Monster, who has clearly just started pouring on the efficiency, not wanting to take any chances. Despite the disappointment with the stack, things going quite well for Monster. Pulling this a little lower and just pulling this well back open. Tetris ready, waiting on the long bar at 420,000 points, heh. Slams down the Tetris, make it 443. And on the other side, Doodle at 418 is, contending with a board state, though is now clean and scores the Tetris. Monster holding out for a comfortable solve there. And is completely clean now and slams down the Tetris, 473 to 487. Doodle just barely taking that lead back. That little bit of digging there from Monster, enough for Doodle to swoop in for that lead, though is now transitioning at 491,000 points, and having yet to transition, Monster at 478. Is desperate for an L. Oh, when it comes too late. Transitioning up high, very high. Oh, needs a long bar, needs it now. Don't ever update OBS. This is what happens when you update OBS. I've never had any problems out of OBS, and I fucking updated it. I mean, heckin' darn updated it. And now I'm having all of the problems out of OBS. This is so annoying. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that your computer science class went poorly. Alright, both players starting. You have a computer science degree, but you didn't understand any of your professors. Not sure how you finished it. Wonderful. Bit of a rough start here for Monster. Is going to be cleaning this up. Possibly just deciding to go dirty here. Takes the burn as it arises. The smart move, the smart move. And just bringing this well back over to a right, to the right. Doodle pulling this well back open, and is Tetris ready? Waiting on a long bar, and there it is. Has a L tuck overhang thing. The spin will solve it, the square tuck and the spin combined. Sorry about the dogs. And there's another Tetris, has some things to deal with. Has an S or a J tuck, does get the S spin. And now set up for some burns, needing to clean this up, and has some parity issues. Oh, that deep breath was very telling for Monster. Was able to get that long bar over, and the well is open and clean, is Tetris ready, and almost a perfect clear, sitting at 146. On the other side, 153, with this Tetris for Doodle going up to 175. And Tetris ready. Has an LJ dependency, does get it filled, waiting on a long bar. Now Tetris ready once again is Monster, and boom, there's the Tetris. And firing right back, Doodle, at 224 now, and on the other side, 173 with this Tetris, make it 195. Akibar there from WhiteMonster, and slams down the Tetris. A situation that will be handled eventually, brought down the board with two Tetrises, did Doodle, and just with a couple more burns is going to be getting this sorted back out, and there we go, well back on the right. Isn't quite Tetris ready, isn't able to take advantage of that long bar, though is now Tetris ready, and has a long bar dependency on the board, which is less than ideal, does get a long bar to fill it, and does score a Tetris, will need to burn this off, uses the square to do so at 305. Rotated that J at the last second, stressful. Though Tetris ready once again, 305, though taking that lead is Monster, who is sitting at 335. Slams down that Tetris. Oh, very high up is Doodle, and these burns are going to be really... Oh man, does get that over. Gets the long bar for the Tetris, and is still very high up on this board, and is very Tetris ready, but very, very high up. And another long bar for another Tetris, 362, though firing back 410 is WhiteMonster, still in the lead despite the two Tetrises in a row. And there's another long bar for WhiteMonster with a Tetris, 436. Again, just barely holding on to this lead. Doodle not wanting to let this happen. Has a little overhang set up here, tucks backwards L into it, scores another Tetris. And firing back, both players are now about at the same rhythm, so both players scoring in response to one another, I suppose is a way to put it. WhiteMonster getting that well back open. Is Tetris ready? There's the long bar, and that's transition. Both players having done so. WhiteMonster at 513 right now, and Doodle at 493. And opens that well back up. Does get a long bar for the Tetris, 522. Trying to get Tetris ready once again. Aki bars on these speeds, does have a bit of a misdrop, so will have more cleanup needed. And covers the J dependency before they can fill it. Is now down stacking 553 there. And opens that up, but still these holes, they keep manifesting. about. There you go, Tetris ready, and the board no longer full of little holes. Does get the square, and there's the long bar for the Tetris. Both players extremely close in score, and they're both going to score a Tetris. We have 619 for Doodle, and 614, though 643 now for Monster, and also having scored a Tetris. And now another is Doodle. There's another Tetris for WhiteMonster. Just trying to get set up for another, and is, boom, both players scoring a Tetris there. 772 for Doodle, and 768 for WhiteMonster. There's another Tetris there. 837 to 799. Now 800. Players separated by a bout of Tetris-ish. Well, not anymore, now that WhiteMonster has scored. Ooh, in a pretty dangerous spot. Does get the J for the dependency. Is going to have to manage this stack. Getting these pieces where they need to go, though. Long bar dependent. Does get the long bar for the dependency and gets it filled. Opens that well back up. 855 for Monster. Does get that tuck. Is Tetris ready? There's the long bar for the Tetris. 923 at kill screen for Doodle. Oh. Ooh, this board less than ideal. Does get that long bar over, but I don't think that anything else is going to. Which means that this is a Chasedown, and barely missed it! Barely! Oh my god! Another... just... wow. Separated by a Tetris. What a game! Holy cow. Jeez. That one was close. Doodle avoiding the fated reverse sweep that apparently their brother said was going to happen. Which, dude, dang brother, being silly. But that being said, here's the winner. They did the thing. I have at least one guaranteed hopefuls in May. Yeah, Monster, though that post-transition was impressive, to say the absolute least. There were some moves there that I would not have seen, but that was incredibly done. And yeah, GG's to both players. That being said...
Hey everybody, this is your old pal, Vandweller, host of Classic Tetris Monthly. If you like this video, hit thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, please subscribe and bang that notification bell. Join our Discord server, the largest classic Tetris community online, at ctm.gg/discord, and follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/monthlytetris. Thank you, and have a nice day.